What impact do builder incentives have on monthly payments versus total cost of ownership over 5 to 10 years?
It's always nice to see when the builder is working with home buyers on affordability, right? And so the mortgage rate buy down, different incentives that they offer, ultimately they're trying to help put the consumer into a home that they can afford. So over the life of the loan, if you had a 6% rate versus a 4% rate, that's a substantial amount of money each month, let alone over 360 payments. So I would say incentives are a great thing. As always, we want to make sure somebody is comfortable with the payment. When all the incentives are taken into account, even if those incentives are set to expire in 48 hours, rushing big decisions tends to not work out well. So if something is close to expiring, it's always nice to your agent can negotiate for enough time for you to make a decision and feel comfortable about it and not feel the pressure.
Yeah, I would say always have your own representation. Builder, resale, whatever you're going into. The builders aren't bad. Their on-site agents aren't bad. They're great. I have connections with all the local builders and with an agent that works with each of them. They're great people to work with. But have your own representation, because your own realtor will be able to help you kind of look at the nuts and bolts of an incentive. A lot of times, what I have found that works is I'll have buyers call me and they want all their closing costs paid. They may not want to use their out-of-pocket savings because they have that savings go to something else. So the builder incentives is very lucrative to them. They get to save their savings and put up, furnish their house or whatever they want to do when they move in. So it is lucrative to them. I think a lot of times with the rate incentive, what works for one person won't work for another. But if you are approved for $350, let's say, I don't do math out loud, but if you're approved for $350, let's say, and that's with today's market rate, which is
six and a quarter,
and then you go into the builder at $350 at a 3%, 3.99 rate buy down, you're no longer approved at $350, you're approved at $425, $450. So they're like, oh, I can get a bigger house, a bigger this, a more that, because the rate is lower. So their affordability then increases. And so it's really just a sit down pros and cons sheet of, okay, that you might need that bigger house if you plan on, you took a job here or you live here, you're not moving, you're just moving up a step in a house. So you plan to be here, 10 years, then that is a positive. That's a perk. Take it all day long. But if not, then you really have to sit down and think about that.